when it comes to, when you hear someone say your avatar or your ideal client, if you don't know exactly who it is you're approaching, you're doing a massive disservice. Welcome to the Dean Graziosi Show. All success starts right here. If you and I are going fishing, and we both want to catch mackerel. Now let's say tuna, it's more yummy, okay? So we both want to catch tuna, and we're in Cabo, Mexico, and we both get on a boat. And you go, man, we both want to win. We both want to catch lots and big tuna, and we're both going fishing. You got to hear this, really understand this. I'm silly with analogies. We both want to go fishing, we both want to catch tuna. Big ones, lots of them. We want to have sushi for lunch. Think about this. What if I got in one boat and you got in the other, and you got in your boat and I got in my boat and I said, let's go. We got some bait. I got fishing poles. I got bait. I got gas in the boat. I got someone to drive the boat. Let's go. I want to get out there and catch. And we go out, and on the way out, we bait the hooks and we go park the boat. It looks like a good spot, right? Like, well, maybe there's a little island over there. We can see the distance of the city. This looks great. Looks like some tuna would be here. And man, we just start casting. We're casting. I want to beat you if you and I are having a competition, right? You're in your boat. Now you get in your boat, you go a little slower. Dean's already got the engines all the way down. I'm trying to beat you out to the water to get you. But you stop and you say, hey, I'm going to walk over to that tackle shop. That business has been here forever, and they got a big tuna on the wall. And you walk out and say, hey, I was just wondering, I want to fish for tuna. Where is the best place to get tuna? Where's the best place to get tuna? And the guy says, oh, there's no better place. You got to go off. There's a reef off this little island. Or let me pull out a map here. Let me show you. And he grabs his little map. And you ever see when like you're at a hotel, you're here. You're going to go out. Your captain knows where this is. You tell him you want to be off the something reef, off of something island. That's where the best and biggest tuna fishing. It's like, okay, and I want to buy stuff from you. When you go tuna fishing, what kind of reels do you use? Oh, you got to use, sometimes you hook a 40-pounder. You got to use a little bit bigger reel, but you don't want the red line because they see it. Got to have the clear line. Okay, do you have one of those? Yeah, can I rent that? Okay, great. Now, this time of year, it's September. What did tuna hit in September? You know, good question, because in the fall, they go after the young, I don't know, sardines. But in the spring or in the fall, whatever, we fish more of the bright colors because they're really eating XYZ. So this, let me grit that for you. This is the tuna bait. You say, what's the best time? Oh, actually, if you're there in about 45 minutes, it's prime time. After lunch, the tide shifts, they're not there, so you might as well quit at lunch. Okay, so I'm already out fishing. I'm just in the ocean, and I'm just casting the line. I'm just casting, reeling. I ain't really catching much. And all of a sudden, an hour later, I see you driving past. I'm like, oh, look how late they are. But guess what? You're in a boat that knows exactly where the tuna are, and you're driving there. You know exactly what time they bite. You know exactly what time they stop biting. You know what fishing tackle to use, what hooks to use, and what bait to use. You go to that spot and you're fishing just for tuna with tuna bait and tuna tackle in the tuna area. At the end of the day, we both went fishing. Who's going to catch more tuna? Who's catching more tuna? Of course it's you. You win every time. But in business, that's not how everybody does it. Everybody gets excited and says, I want to be in the mastermind business. They go, just let me ask people, right? Let me just ask people if they want to be in my mastermind. I want to be in the real estate business. Let me just ask people if they want to sell or buy houses. I just want to be in my own brick and mortar or my own online business. Let me just ask people. As simple as that sounds, nobody is getting the advice to get the tackle, the bait, the timing, and all the pieces to go after your ideal client. Have you done this? Are you targeting your ideal client? So that's what I want to talk about first today. We want to go over this. Is whatever it is you're doing at any part, I want you to start writing down who your ideal client is. So let's just say you're my ideal client. That's why you're there, okay? So let's go over here. You got this? Okay. So who is, if you got a piece of paper, hopefully you do, you're with me, do this. Like, don't mess around, do this, right? Who's your ideal client? Ideal client. Oh, ENT. There we go. I'm definitely not, if you're looking to learn how to spell and grammar, I'm not your ideal mentor. So who's your ideal client? So let's just say, I want you to go through this exercise. If your ideal client in real estate is someone who owns a house for cash, and they don't live in the house, that's your ideal client. If you're looking for someone to buy, who's your ideal buyer? Maybe in real estate, maybe it's someone that's an investor and buying your type of houses in your area. If you're in the KBB group, who is your ideal? Like, not overall, don't try to cast a wide net. Don't just fish in the ocean. You want to fine tune it. Believe me, the world is big enough for your niche to be a monster if you just go after exactly who it is you want. So let's just say my ideal client for KBB, for the Knowledge Business Blueprint. I want someone who wants to make impact. It's important for them to not just get paid. They want to make money, but they want to make impact on the world. You see it if you're in the KBB family. People are in there like, I want to help others and get paid to do it. I want people that watch personal growth. People that watch me, watch Tony, listen to Dale Carnegie or Earl Nightingale or Wayne Dyer. Like, I know that I want someone who wants impact. I want someone who wants to create more revenue. Someone who is willing to do the work. Right? Someone into personal growth. I also know who I don't want. If you guys watch all my marketing, you always hear me say, if you're looking for a magical money machine, that you do a little bit of work and money flows into your bank account without doing anything, I'm not your guy. I'm going to show you a path and a plan. You got to do the work. So I'm not looking the opposite of an ideal client. I don't want people that are following, it sounds like I'm being rude, but you see some people like with the Lambo and look at my watch and do this and you make 60 grand in 6 minutes without doing any work. I don't want those people. A lot of times that's dreamers. Sounds like I'm being disrespectful. I'm not. I'm just sharing me. I want someone who knows if anything worth doing that could have monster results needs work. Yes, I want to cut the learning curve and supply people the blueprint and the training and for KBB, for example, take 60 years of Tony Azai's experience, condense decades into a course so you can go faster, but you still know you got to do the work. You still know you're going to get obstacles. You still know things are going to go wrong. But at the end of the day, is it worth it? Hell yes. So I'm looking for somebody who knows they got to do the work. They're not a dreamer. So when I go through my ideal client, I know exactly who I'm looking for. If you are into fitness, you could say, I want fitness, and I'll look at all your questions later. I appreciate this. But think about if you're in the fitness world. You could say, I want to help people get in better shape. That's Dean on the boat, casting away, right? This world is big enough and the fitness industry is so big that you could find somebody who you could go after what you're proud of. Don't try to be everything to everybody. Remember who you are. What's your superpower? What do you love to do? What kind of transformation have you had? And just look for people that want that same thing. You figure out who you are and your superpower, you reverse engineer it. So, for example, I've used this before, but if you're in the fitness world, maybe you went through a pregnancy or two. And you know what it's like to get done being pregnant and have to lose the baby weight while simultaneously be a mom, and all the focus is on the kid, and that can mess with your mind a little bit, and you're not sleeping, you're distracted, all those things. Yes, you're in great shape now. You're in the fitness world. But maybe your passion is to help new moms get back to their pre-pregnancy weight and help them emotionally at the same time. And you do it by eating vegan and Pilates and a morning routine. There's a million ways to help moms get back in shape and healthy after pregnancy, but yours is Pilates, vegan, morning routine, and some mindset and meditation. If that's yours, don't try to be everything to every mom who just had a baby. Be that amazing person for those who want that, who want to learn your strategy, go deep on what you do, and create your ideal client. If you're in the real estate space, if you're doing fix and flips and you're doing fix and flips high end, then you want to go after people that are going to the next level and want to spend $1 million house, and you figure out what they like. They like the bathrooms and the kitchen. It's got to be open, the new look. It's more French country. You want to obsess on what people want in $1 million house in your area. And don't focus on all the other stuff. But if you're wholesaling, meaning matching buyers and sellers in real estate, that means your ideal buyer is a cash investor who's already doing investments and flips in your area. You don't want to focus on everybody else. Who is he? Who is she? What do they want? What do they think about? What are their fears? What bothers them? What turns them away? What do they feel is complex? What do they feel is easy? How do they feel safe? How do they feel secure? Live inside the mind of your prospect. Live inside the mind of your ideal client. I could go on, I was just using this as an example. I could go on a mile of who my ideal real estate client is, who my ideal knowledge business blueprint client is, because I've lived that. I am both of those people, and I love those people, and I want to know you to the extreme. You can't be everything to everybody, and especially if you're not just starting, but especially if you, well, a lot of you are just starting. I want you right now, and if you watch this again, I want you guys to identify who your ideal person is and know that all your effort and all your energy needs to be to figure that person out and help them. Serve them. Serve them. If it's an investor, what do you think the stumbling blocks are? People misrepresenting houses, complexity, too many emails, too many phone calls, the paperwork not getting done on time, misrepresentations, all those things. If you know that's what they don't like, be the best in the world. Make sure you are the best on representing the house exactly the way it is, to making things efficient, easy, simple. 3 emails, the deal's done. If you're in the knowledge business, decide. If I'm a pregnant and just got done having a baby, what are the fears in your head? Am I getting my old weight back? Am I ever going to feel significant? Like, whatever that is, identify that and lean into it. Serve that person at the highest level. Reduce the complexity. Live inside their mind. Answers and finish conversations they're already having. Learn that ideal client and talk to them. I hope you guys know that you and me we're so much alike, it's unbelievable. Tony Robbins, Russell Brunson, like, the reason we have these easy conversations, the reason we can do this is we are the same people. We're all looking for another level. We're all trying to grow, to create more impact, to create more money in our lives, to create more freedom, to be in control of our time, to give money away to charity, to be a better guide to our parents, be a better spouse. I know that's who you are. I know it at the deepest level. I know that you've gone through shit and a lot of people don't believe in you. I know that you feel lonely sometimes in your thoughts. I know you feel like a dreamer sometimes, or you feel like you may never reach it. Maybe you feel like you should just settle and go to an okay life. But then other days you're like, no way, I can't settle. I know you feel like you have 2 voices in your head saying, go for it. No, be safe. Oh, is this real? No, maybe it's not. I know all those things. I know that about you. Why do you think I'm here? I want to serve you at the highest level possible. I want to live inside your fears. I want to live inside your desires and your dreams. And then I want to deliver you what the hell can take you there. And if I do, you become a client of mine for life. You tell your friends and family, and we get to make more impact, and we get to grow our company. What's up? What's up? Hey, before you go, you need to watch these next few videos. They're absolute game changers. Hurry up and click right over here and watch them, and I'll see you there.